How are we doing, ladies and gents? Gorge George back for a review. We're playing Huddersfield away from home. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there, but I am going to be watching the game and maybe vlog it from the pub or from home or somewhere where I can try and watch the game from home. The reason why I'm not going is because of the travel. Trying to get back from Huddersfield. The game kicks off at 8, so the latest it's going to finish is 10:15. And I wouldn't get back to London till about 3 AM. And it's just not feasible for away fans. And I would have drove, but I don't think my car would have made it. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. But I'm going to keep this video short and sweet because I know the previous one where I did my Monday night review of the West Ham game where we lost 1-0 and the drawing Barcelona the Champions League draw is quite a long one. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I really do appreciate it. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you see all my latest videos. But yeah, let's get on to the preview of Huddersfield away. Against West Ham, we did have a great performance. I'm not going to go too much detail into it because if you want to see my thoughts on the game, go check out the review, Monday night review, which is out on my channel now. But we need to show a bit more fight. We need to show a bit more passion. I do think we need to rotate a bit more and give players the opportunity to show why they should be first team players. I'm going to get straight into my starting 11. I'm going to put Tiemoue in goal. I do think he could have saved an Arnautovic's shot, but I don't think he's done much wrong up to that game. So yeah, he starts in goal for me. In my back line, I'm going to put Rudiger, Christensen and Azpilicueta. I was hoping that David Luiz is going to be fit. If he is, I'll put David Luiz in instead of Christensen. But there was no comment in Antonio Conte's press conference whether David Luiz is fit. I saw him doing a bit of rehab on Michy Batshuayi's Instagram. But whether he's fit or not, we don't know. So whether he starts against Huddersfield, that'd be fantastic just to give Christensen a rest because I do think he was poor against West Ham. But yeah, that's my back three. Rudiger, Christensen and Azpilicueta. And then my wing backs are going to be Marcos Alonso. I think he was the best. He was one of the best players out in the field against West Ham. So he's got to start for me. He's only our natural left wing back. There's arguments that you could play Kennedy there. There's arguments you could play Masonda there. But that's not their natural role. If Kennedy starts there, then fair enough. But I do think Alonso, he's got to start there. He's our only natural left wing back. Right wing back, I think Zappacosta looked poor against West Ham. He looked tired. He needs a rest. So Victor Moses goes in for me. I think he's been great since he's come back from an injury. But obviously you got to make sure he's ready to play against and not put up again. So I would put Victor Moses in for me. In the midfield, I'm going to go with I'm going to change the formation to 3-4-3. Only because my forwards are going to be a bit different to what started against West Ham. I'm going to put in the midfield Danny Drinkwater if his fever has gone and he's recovered. But if not, I'm going to put Ampadu in there. I think he deserves a chance and Bakayoko needs a bit of time away from the limelight and to just get his head sorted and take the pressure off him a little bit. So it's either going to be Danny Drinkwater or Ampadu. But if Danny Drinkwater's fit, it's going to be Danny Drinkwater in there for me. Next to him is going to be going Kante. I think he's been fantastic this season. He's the engine of our midfield. Again, against West Ham, he wasn't great, but you've got to look beyond that. It's only one game, and he's been fantastic for us this season. You cannot take him out of the team. So yeah, N'Golo Kante goes in there for me. And my front three, I'm going to change it. I'm going to give Eden Hazard a rest, which is going to be controversial. And I'm also going to give Alvaro and Morata a rest, which again, going to be controversial. I don't think Morata should have started against West Ham, just to give him a bit of a rest. But he started, so I'm going to give him a rest against Huddersfield. I'm going to put up front Willian, Pedro and Batshuayi. I think these three need to prove themselves why they need to start more for Chelsea. They haven't started of late and it's just not fair to them. They're all quality players. I love Pedro. I love how well he presses. I love his intensity. I love the way he goes up against the big boys. He challenges them and he's not scared of a tackle as well. For how small he is, he goes against big boys. Willian got a lot of stick from the Chelsea fans, and against Huddersfield, he could prove himself to the Chelsea fans that have been a bit negative towards him. Yeah, Willian and Pedro start as my wingers, and then leading the line, Michy Batshuayi. I think he should have started against West Ham. Personally, I think that would have been a game that he could have really performed in, and unfortunately, he didn't start. He didn't even get on from the bench. And that water bottle thing, like, come on, Michy Batshuayi. I rate Michy Batshuayi so highly. I want him to be a great Chelsea player. I want him to be a great Chelsea striker. But he needs to start getting serious and getting his head down and working hard. And it did look like against Atletico Madrid, he was working hard. His hold-up play, his first touch and chasing down the ball was fantastic. I know it was only 10 minutes, but if he is an impact sub, I said this in my last preview, if he is an impact sub, we need to find that out. So he needs to start a game to show us whether if he's an impact sub or a starter for us. So yeah, Michy Batshuayi leads the line. So that's my starting line. I'm going to put Tiemoue, Rudiger, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Marcus Alonso, Victor Moses, Drinkwater, Kante, Willian, Pedro, and Michy Batshuayi. If you disagree with my starting 11, let me know in the comments down below what you think who should start for Chelsea and what you think of just performances against West Ham. And if you haven't seen my Monday night review, go check that out. I know it's a bit of a long video, but there is a lot of detail in there of what I thought of the game. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be at Huddersfield tomorrow just because of travel, and it's so unfair on away fans to try and play that game against Huddersfield. I don't know why they don't make it a London derby for these weekday kickoffs. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. So I will try and find somewhere to watch the game and maybe put up a vlog of me watching it from the pub. But yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like. Leave some comments on your starting 11 and your score predictions. I'm going to say my score prediction now. I think it's going to be tough. We need to watch out for Mounie, who scored 2 against Brighton. And they beat Man United at their ground, so it's going to be difficult. I'm going to put Chelsea 2, Huddersfield 1. We need to be clinical. We need to finish these chances. We need to get more on target and test the keeper. So yeah, that's how I'm going to leave it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like. Leave some comments down below what your starting 11 and your score predictions are. And last but not least, come on you Blues!